Mainz and Money London, welcome ladies and gentlemen. With me here is now NorZinc, and Don McDonald, the President and CEO, wants to give us for the first time an insight into his terrific company. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
Great for taking the time. Thank you very much. It was quite spontaneous. I liked it.
It was. We only met 5 minutes ago.
That's right. And we are not often used to zinc and lead. To be honest, it's more on the precious metal side, but you have also silver. So give us a short overview. Where's the company based? What are you doing?
Yeah, we're based in Vancouver, Canada. We are developing the third highest grade zinc-lead-silver mine in the world in the Northwest Territories, so very close to the British Columbia border. Yeah. It has a reserve of 8 million tons of 23% zinc equivalents, and it has an additional 7 million tons of inferred resources of 27% zinc equivalent.
Fantastic. So when you have reserves, that means to me that you have already done a feasibility study,
That's
of
correct.
course. Can you give us a bit of more data of that?
Yeah, sure.
Where are the costs? Mine life, stuff like that.
Yeah, so the feasibility was done in September of 2017 by Ausenco and AMC, two very strong Australian-based firms.
Absolutely.
Who have very good experience in dealing with medium-sized mines.
Yeah.
The reserve gave us a 5-year mine life. We have a 1,600 ton a day operation underground. It will be developing and going into production the latter part of 2022. So, you know,
that's
a few
almost
years
3
now.
years, I would say. Yeah,
3 years with a small spend in early 2020. We have to do an access road out to the site, and it's built over a 3-year period, so we have to start with a winter road in 2020, and then the main construction activity and spend will be in 2021 and 2022. Capex in US dollars is about 220 million US in the feasibility study.
That's manageable, I would say.
Cash flow, though, in the first 10 years is about 100 million US of EBITDA, and we have about 200 million US of net revenue after smelter charges. So a very good margin. If you look at it just on the zinc basis, it's about 25 cents a pound, but that's giving you some massive...
AIC.
But that's giving you a massive byproduct credit for the lead and for the silver. So I kind of look at it on the basis that the revenue is $200 million, $100 million of cash flow. Do the math yourself.
Easy. Yeah.
Work out the math.
What is the zinc price today? $1.10, $1.15, something like that.
Around about $1.10.
Wow, that's beautiful.
And the feasibility study was done at $1.10. Zinc, and $1 lead, and about $19 silver. So the prices are quite similar right now. The great thing that's changed in the market, though, since the feasibility study is really the attractiveness of the silver byproducts, because we're going to produce 2 million ounces a year of silver for many years. So that's got a significant attractor for our financing.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I mean, silver is an attractive market. We were already discussing this today and yesterday. Silver supply is shrinking, but demand through e-mobility, through solar, goes through the roof. So we need definitely silver. So for you, probably you get much more money out of that than today than in the future, because we anticipate much higher silver prices. That's fantastic. So infrastructure-wise, because it looks a little bit remote to me by now, but I think you have a direct road to the next by the project, I would call it. Then you have to do like a direct road, you said already, but how is it with electricity, with gas, for example, stuff like that, water, all those things?
So the mine was originally developed in the 1980s as a silver mine by the Hunt brothers. It was accessed by a winter road like the diamond mines in the Northwest Territories, but as a silver mine they were going to fly out the copper concentrate at that point in time with the silver in that concentrate, so a small volume. But we're really now developing it as a zinc-lead mine with two concentrates, a zinc concentrate and a lead concentrate. So we have to ship out 150,000 tons a year of concentrate.
That should be done by truck, maybe not by flight.
It has to be done by an all-season road. So we have the permits for the mine already in place from 2013, but we spent the last 5 years getting a permit for this all-season road, so we get year-round access to site. We got the permit for that on last Friday.
Well, congratulations on
yesterday.
that.
So
fantastic.
Your timing is very good for us. Now was the critical thing. We now have all the permits necessary to build the mine. So we are going through a process right now with our indigenous groups, working on a construction contract to start building the winter road early next year, and again leading into production in the latter part of 2022.
Fantastic. So then probably for next year you will already start like with project finance, because I anticipate that needs to be constructed, what, 18 months is at least the mine?
The actual physical construction is about 18 months, but the first year, and that really starts in early 2021. So we had always worked on the basis, since I joined the company about a year ago, that the project financing would be in the latter part of 2020. However, right now we're changing that view. I think we should get more advanced. There is significant interest from project financiers to put together an entire package together with potentially a silver stream.
I could imagine the Trafiguras and Glencores of this world might be interested.
Yeah, there are a number of parties. We already have a memorandum of understanding with Korea Zinc and with Boliden.
Very good.
Because the zinc concentrate has a certain spec which we want to make sure, which frankly has penalties on it, and so we want to make sure that we get the best deal right now. And the Glencores and Trafiguras, they tend to charge a little bit more.
I see.
than other parts of the world.
Okay,
I hope
good,
they're not listening.
Great. So this is already, let's say, well underway.
Yes.
Yeah. That is fantastic. Okay. What is cash in the bank? Who are largest shareholders? And of course, very important, what does management hold?
Yes. Yeah. So we have, as our last announcement, I think was $4 or $5 million in the bank. We have closed as of October, an $8 million financing with Resource Capital, our major shareholder, who put $20 million into the company when I joined the company last year. We put together a great management for the company, and what we're working on right now is the financing for next year. So right now, at this point in time, we probably have about $4 million in the bank. But we need more money for next year. But the amount of money we need for next year will depend exactly on the construction of that winter road and the level of the width of the road and how we construct it.
And the rest is then anyway project finance.
Well, there'll be project finance, there'll probably be a silver stream, and we got strong support on the equity side.
Fantastic.
We're like a lot of mining companies right now. Our equity is trading a significant discount to our net asset value, and therefore we look at other sources of financing. But we will be issuing equity. Since I joined the company, I've bought over 1% of the company. I've put $500,000 of my own money into the company.
Well, lovely to hear that.
Important.
What is management in total?
Management is about 2 to 3%, and then 41% is owned by Resource Capital.
Oh yeah, that's a lot.
So they own a lot of the company.
Any other significant shareholders aside that?
No. We have had a number of approaches from big private equity, but at this point in time, I really didn't want to dilute the shares in any significant way. So we've been using other sources of financing in the last while.
Great. Hey, that sounds like a really, how can I say that, a compelling story, and really promising, I would say. And well, the world definitely needs more metals like you have. And please keep us posted. Thank you very much.
Will do. Thank you very much. Thanks, appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, there was Don McDonald, the president and CEO of NorZinc. And you heard it, this is probably, the next big thing here in northern Canada. And the next mine for silver, for lead, for zinc, and that's exactly the metals the world needs for our e-mobility, for solar, for high-tech, and of course in a safe jurisdiction that always helps. 41% is held by Resource Capital, so fantastic shareholders here inside and very stable. And I would say with like an all-in sustaining cost basis of 25 cents per pound of zinc, including the byproduct credits, that's a lovely, healthy margin. So I suggest that you check out the company. Thanks for watching us, and bye-bye from London.